What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a 3 looks 1 palette with the Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. I've already reviewed this and I've already done one tutorial. I will link both of those videos down below. I'm not positive on the reviewing, but I know I've done a tutorial, so I will have that down below. And now that I'm taking the time to really look at my collection, use my collection, I just really wanted to do a tutorial with this, multiple, because I feel like not very many people did a lot of tutorials with this palette, especially people my complexion. I felt like a lot of people my complexion thought that this was too light, and although yes, there are definitely some lighter tones, I think this is definitely something that we of chocolate melanin infused skin can still use. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and yeah, if you're interested in seeing the 3 looks, this is my first look. Definitely natural and neutral in tone, but still very pretty. So if you're interested in seeing these looks, then alrighty guys, so for today I want to do my first look for my 3 looks with my Venus Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. I've had this palette for a while. I want to say I got this early this year, and now that I'm slowing down on my purchasing, I actually haven't purchased anything in over a month. I just want to take the time to actually do a 3 looks with this. I feel like not very many people really gave this palette a shot, let alone people with my complexion. And I really enjoyed the palette, so I want to go ahead and just kind of create 3 looks for you guys, just in case you're somebody who was always interested in this palette but you couldn't pull the trigger because you didn't have enough knowledge base. Let me make sure I'm in focus. I think I'm in focus now, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of go for it. I just primed my eyes with my Smashbox 24-hour primer, and what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start off with Classical, which is this brown. It's the darkest shade in this palette, and I'm gonna put that on my outer V, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it in place. I'm not positive if it's going to show up on camera that it's darker than my complexion, but it definitely is, which is a good thing, obviously, because I want to show some depth in this look. And I'm just using a really small pencil brush from Sonia G. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull a normal blending brush, and I am going to go into the shade In Bloom, which is a nice, this is too reflective, it's a nice like pinky shade. I'm just going to go ahead and take that and blend out that brown. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just put this pink all over my eye. With this same blending brush. And I'm just going to kind of deepen out my outer V again. I feel like it kind of got blended in, which is what I wanted to an extent, but I also want there to be some distinct depth there. Can you guys even see? Hopefully you guys can see now. And I'm just taking that in a Bloom shade and just blending it in a little bit. I don't want it to be too obvious that I have a brown in the outer V, but I also want it to be obvious at the same time. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and take Eve, which is this shade right there. I'm gonna take Eve and put that just over. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because this is not sticking, I'm gonna put Eve on my brush and spray it. Might have gotten a little bit too much spray on there. And there we go. I put that in Bloom shade all over my lid because I knew Eve was like kind of, I wouldn't say it's a metallic, I would say it's like a topper kind of shade, as you saw, because when it wasn't wet. But when you wet any type of toppery shade, it can like grouped more together, if you will. So that's kind of why it looks more impactful. I'm really happy with this. It's super simple, insanely basic, but I'm happy with this as of right now. What I'm gonna do is just hop off camera really quickly, and I'm just going to finish up the rest of my face, and then I will come back to do my lower lash line and all that jazz with you guys. So just give me one second. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm ready to do the bottom lash line. And then for the bottom lash line, I think I'm gonna keep it very simple, just because I like to kind of do these like semi-monochromatic type situations. So what I'm gonna do is just take like a brush and I'm gonna go into the darkest shade in this palette, which is Classical. It's that brown that I put in my outer V, and I'm just going to kind of stipple that right on my lower lash line. I don't know if stipple is the right word, but I'm gonna place it on my lower lash line. And then I'm actually gonna just wipe off the same brush. This is the W21 from Esam. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Ripe shade, which is just a slightly lighter brown in this palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that, and I'm just gonna slightly blend out this color, very slightly. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna take, I think this is a Wayne Goss 4. And then I'm gonna go into In Bloom, which is this pinky shade that I have all throughout my crease. And this is just going to be blowing out my lower lash line and connecting up to the upper lash line. that is pretty much the look. I am going to be doing an inner corner highlight, so let me clean off a brush. This happens to be a Hakuhodo brush. There is no name on it, my bizzles. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and take the shade Crown. I think I'm going to go with Crown. Yeah. Crown is this like pinky, very light pinky shimmer right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take that. And that is going to be my inner corner highlight. Ooh, that is not a pink shade. That is definitely a strong silver. But that is a inner corner highlight for you. Oh, I love that shade. I'm gonna bring that actually a little bit on my lid because that is a stunning, I mean stunning shade. And this is the look. I'm just gonna put on some mascara, some liner, finish up the rest of my base because I left a couple of parts out, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I am zoomed in so you guys can really see the eye look. And let's zoom out so you guys can see the whole kit and caboodle. So yeah, this is the finished first look. Very, very neutral, but I did that on purpose. One, because your girl just got home from work and I didn't want to do a super crazy look, but also I wanted to show that this palette has a good amount of neutrals. You have classical, ripe, bloom, in bloom, and like Phoenix and even West. Those are some very neutral tones, so don't feel the need to do like a super crazy look. The next two looks I'll incorporate the greens more often and just have some more fun with these shimmers. There are definitely more shimmers than mattes in this palette. If you're wondering what's in my waterline, it's Boots from ColourPop, and then on my lips I have my Kat Von D lipstick and Crush with a lip liner. So yeah, this is the first look. If you're interested in seeing the next two looks, then just keep on. Alrighty guys, so your girl is back for look number 2. I've already primed my eyes, so we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into this tutorial. And I am going to actually I'm gonna go back to kind of my normal technique for this one. And let me just find a brush that I like. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my E40 from Sigma, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Sage right here. It's the only true green matte in this palette, and this is going to be basically my transition. And I'm just gonna work on really building this color up and blending it out. And as you can see, it's pretty good pigmentation, especially for this shade. There is a decent amount of kick up. So if you're not a huge fan of kick up, then just do keep that in mind. I think I'm gonna actually drag this out pretty wide. I think I'm gonna do a nice blown out look today. And then just to make sure that that shade is really blended out, I'm gonna go into the shade Ripe which is like a light, well, one of the lighter browns in this palette, and use that to blend from the tip of Sage to my brow. This is pretty much my skin tone color. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is go ahead into Classical, which is that darkest brown, and I'm gonna use that to deepen out my outer V. And I'm just going to keep building up this brown and blending it out till I am satisfied. So yeah. I think I'm okay. Okay, I think I'm okay with that right now. Now what I'm going to do is just hop off camera really quickly and cut my lid so that we can get into the real fun part. Alrighty, so my inner lid is cut, and what I'm going to do first, right on the outer edge of this cut part, is I'm going to go in with the bronze shade, and I'm going to actually put that on that outer V just to be a really good transition shade in between the matte and what I'm going to put on my lid. And this is a stunning shade. Stunning. That could be a really nice everyday look for those who like really just browns. Just take that brown everywhere and take this bronze, and that could be a look right there. I did not see that coming at all. So that's really, really pretty. Then I'm just gonna wipe off my brush, and on my actual lid, I am going to use, I already used Eve earlier. I think actually I'm just gonna go ahead and pull West almost all the way on my lid. This shade is really, really pretty actually. So we're just gonna put this 2/3 of my lid. And it actually, to me, it kind of is more than just a normal bronze. It feels like it has an orange kind of hint to it, which makes it a little unique. And then once again, we're gonna wipe off this brush, and then we're gonna take Myth, which is this nice green shade, and we're gonna put that in my inner corner and the inner third of my lid. And now we just like to blend to make sure everything is somewhat seamless. I am very, very happy right now. Extremely happy. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is what am I gonna take under my lower lash line? I'm gonna take this Sigma brush. This is the Sigma E20, and I'm gonna take the shade Obscure, which is another green shade. I consider this more of a satin than a shimmer or a matte, and I'm just going to put this right under my lower lash line. Or right against it, I guess. I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see this. It might have been better for me to do a base. Actually, let me get a base real quick. Okay, as you can see, I have like a tealy line, and I just drew that on with my NYX, or not NYX, LA Girl liner or eyeliner in Fresh. It's one of their like neons, and now I'm gonna put Obscure right on top of that so it really sticks. Hopefully. Feel like it's mainly going in my eye, but that's okay. It's all good. And then what I'm going to do is just buff it out with the brown in Classical. And then just because I love an obscenely really lower lash line, we're going to take Sage and just blend it up to the top. And I might as well put that same eyeliner actually in my waterline, and that'll give my look a nice pop. And this is the final look. I'm just gonna kind of fix up a couple of things, just make sure everything is nice and blended the way I want. I think I'm gonna do a liner because I feel like this look needs a liner, and then I will be right back after all of that fixing is done. Alrighty guys, so I finished the full look, and here's the eye look. Can we focus? Is it focused? Yeah, I think it is. I'm really happy with how this look came out. I wasn't expecting it to come out the way it did, but I'm happy it did. Now it's time to pick a lip color. I have two from Give Me Glow and one from Makeup Not Monsters, which is now Menagerie Cosmetics. I think I'm gonna go with the one in the middle, which I assumed was gonna be the one that I wanted, and it's called Virus. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on really quickly. And this is the finished look. This is look number 2. I will of course be bringing you guys one other look. I've already done a pinky look. This is like my greeny look. I'll probably be coming in tomorrow with just an all brown look. And I'm really excited to see how it goes. So yeah, let's get to look number 3. Okay guys, so my face is already primed. Everything is primed, including my eyes. And today, just like I said I was going to do, I'm going to stick more with the browns and just do a brownie look, in case you wanted to do like a really neutral look for work or something like that. So what I'm gonna do is go into Ripe, which is pretty much my skin tone, and I'm just gonna really just blend that all in the crease and under my brow bone. And like I said, right now this is pretty much my skin tone. So it's pretty much going to just blend in and look like I don't have any eyeshadow up there, which is perfectly fine with me. Okay, next I'm going to take a smaller brush and then go into Classical, which is the darker brown right here. And that's going to be my outer V color. I'm not doing anything revolutionary today. This is just going to be kind of a very wearable work look for those who like to wear very neutral looks to work. And I'm just going to drag that Classical in my crease slightly just to create some definition there. And then I'm just going to use this brush I used Ripe on just to blend it out. Okay, now I just need to cut my lid really quickly. I'm just going to pick up the closest brush that I have, which is a Sephora Pro brush. I'm going to find my NYX glitter glue. And I'm going to cut my eye really quickly, or my lid, cut my lid, and then I will come right back. Alrighty guys, so now that all of that is done, I think what I'm going to use is let me take some finger swatches to decide which one I want to use. These are both very pretty. Okay. I think first I'm going to go into Phoenix, which is all of these brownie shimmers look to have some form of like orange or warmth to them, so it makes it slightly more interesting than just a basic bronze shade or basic brown shimmer. And I'm just gonna pack that on the majority of my lid. Very pretty color. And I'm just going to take that brush I had the Classical shade on and just blend. Alright. And then I'm going to flip my brush over and then just go into the Forbidden shade, which is another bronzy shade. It's slightly lighter, but it still has that warm orange thing going on, and that's just going to be in my inner corner. Not my inner corner, my inner third of my lid, I'm sorry. And then I'm just going to blend in between those two shimmers. Just really to give that a good look. Okay, then for my actual inner corner highlight, that is too big of a brush. For my actual inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go rogue on the browns, and I'm gonna actually go into Radiant, which is a white shade that turns green. And I know that's gonna be crazy, but your girl's gonna do it. And actually, I guess because of how it's layered, it's not turning green, it's more of a champagne color. So that is stunning. I'm glad I chose that as my inner corner highlight. Very good choice. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep with this ECM W21, and I am just going to take I'm gonna take West, which was that bronze shade that I had in my lid yesterday, and I'm gonna put that, no, I'm gonna change it up. No, I'm gonna take Thorn, which is this shade up here. It's like a bronzy purpley color. It kind of goes in between, at least in pan. And I'm just gonna really just kind of try and pick up as much product as I can and put it down here. And you can definitely see the purple in it, which is what I want. Okay. And then for the last part, I'm just gonna go back into the classical shade and just blend out that outer or that lower lash line up into my upper lash line, or my, just blend it out. Good Lord. And I'm just taking Ripe and just kind of doing me and just really blending out this whole look. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just gonna hop off camera really quickly, do my liner, do my mascara, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I've now done everything that I wanted to do on my my eyes, and I just wanted to show you guys. And that's it. This is the final look that I'm going to be doing with my 3 Looks 1 palette with the Lime Crime Venus XL2. I love that I was able to create looks that were so dynamic. You got both the green looks, the pinkier looks, and then you have the more brown bronzy looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely comment down below the next 3 Looks 1 palette you would like me to do. I really want to do 3 Looks 1 palette with all of my palettes, which would be an adventure, but I really want to do it. So yeah, just let me know. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.